Hey everyone, and welcome back to another cryptocurrency video. In today's video we will be discussing Bitcoin and its bull market support band. If you like this type of content, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button as it means a lot to me. And if you are a fan of cryptocurrency, I have a cryptocurrency shop where you can shop cryptocurrency products. I'll leave a link in the description down below so you can get a discount off your next purchase. So without further ado, let's begin. So what is the bull market support band? For those that don't know, it is a combination of the 20-week SMA and the 21-week EMA. It is essentially used as a tool to analyze if an asset class is finding support of this bull market support band, hence meaning you are in a bull market, and if you are on the flip side and you are finding it as resistance, you can also call it the bear market resistance band, because if you are struggling to find support above it and you are finding resistance below it, then that means you are in a bear market. So just to note that the 20-week SMA is currently at 46,303 and 87 cents. And the 21-week EMA is currently at 47,924 and 37 cents, hovering just shy of 48k. Just to note that we can obviously see how the bull market support band has obviously gone exponentially up, and these are moving averages, guys, so they are a delay. They are moving averages, they delay with the price. So for example, it takes the average of the last 20 weeks. If we take the 20 week SMA for example, it just takes the price of the last 20 weeks, find the average, and that's how it moves up in time. So for example, if we go back 20 weeks from this current moment in time, 20 bars, as this is a weekly chart, the 20-week SMA is taking prices from essentially October or so. Yeah, hence why it's gone exponentially up, because if you look at prices in this region right here, you can see that the bull market support band was ranging underneath. So now that we've got the essential definition out the way, what can we analyze from this bull market support band? Well, it's quite obvious that the price of Bitcoin has not touched the bull market support band in such a long time. The last time it actually came quite close was this point right here back in January, where Bitcoin dipped from that 48 to 49k level and dipped all the way down to 38.5k. But it still did not touch the bull market support band. And why is it important to essentially find support at the bull market support band? Well, I just want to show you an example, because there's a lot of talks about this current pump right now happening. Is this a mid-cycle pump, or is this actually the bull market? Like, what is going on? Is it a 2019 type mid-cycle pump, or is it a 2020 type pump? Yeah, what is it? So the best way we can look at the bull market support band is to see if it is finding support at the bull market support band, because the more the price backtests the bull market support band as support, the more reliable the pump is. If we go back to 2 cycles ago in that current bull market, you could see how many times the price of Bitcoin backtested its bull market support band. You can just see how many times it backtested the bull market support band, which just led to higher high after higher high after higher high. And then it got to a point where during a blow off top phase, you can see that all of this point here, since this last time, it did not touch the bull market support band. So after a blow off top, you have to recognize that if you're not finding support at the bull market support band, the longer you go without touching the bull market support band, the more likely you're going to break it and not find support, and then backtest it as resistance, which is what happened in this point right here. You understand? Whereas another good example to compare it to on the flip side is comparing it to last cycle back in 2020, where the price of Bitcoin essentially went parabolic since the pandemic. Yeah, and you can see the only time it really backtested the bull market support band was in September of 2020, and then it was just off to the races up until April, May of 2021. So it went such a while without backtesting the bull market support band as support. So then when it finally came into contact, it broke below and acted as a resistance once it broke below. So two great examples right there. At the moment, the bull market support band has not touched the bull market support band since the breakout point in October of 2023. That is roughly 21 weeks since it has touched the bull market support band. So it begs the question that if and when Bitcoin, well, it's not an if, because it will eventually come back down to the bull market support band. That's a given. Yeah, that's a fact. When it does come back down to the bull market support band, because coming back down to the bull market support band doesn't mean that Bitcoin price has to come down. Bitcoin can legit go sideways whilst it catches up, whilst the moving averages catch up to it. I mean, Bitcoin isn't going to go up in a straight line forever. Like, that is never going to happen in any market. You will never see an asset climb up just vertically the whole time to the point where it never catches up with its moving averages. So you have to think, even if Bitcoin goes sideways or even if it takes a breather, the moving averages will catch up one way or another. So what does that mean? Does that mean that it will find support at the bull market support band? It is looking like it is highly unlikely because it has gone such a long time without backtesting it as support. So just wanted to get that out the way. And happy all-time highs, by the way. I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video, as I'm speaking, Bitcoin is at current prices we have never seen before, $72,500 US dollars. And whilst Bitcoin is at all-time highs, altcoins are not. Yeah. So that's in relation to the Bitcoin dominance video that I made the other day, which was one of my best videos, to be fair, but that's another video for another day. Coming back to the question of, are we in a bull market? And you have to say, if an asset reaches all-time highs, yeah, that essentially means it is in a bull market. Yeah. Just because there's certain factors saying that we're in quantitative tightening, there's no retail entering the space if you compare data to last cycle, you cannot say this is not a bull market, because the price of Bitcoin is reaching all-time highs and is currently in price discovery as we speak. But it does beg the question, because yes, we are in a bull market, but you have to compare the bull market, you know what I'm saying? Which is why I think there's a lot of comparison between 2019 and 2020's bull market, because the only way I can compare the two is if we look at interest rates. The current US interest rates, and you can say that, okay, in 2019 this was also a bull market, but this bull market was 6 months long. In 2020, yes, this was also a bull market, but this bull market lasted 14 months or so. Yeah. The similarities between 2019 and now is that, yes, we are in a phase of quantitative tightening where the Fed is restricting the monetary policy and interest rates are high. So you can suggest that. Whereas the bull market in 2019/2020 and the bull markets going back in time, you know, they relatively lived a loose monetary policy. So there's been one time where Bitcoin has experienced a bull market in QT. The other 3 times have been during QE. So this time, that's why there's a lot of similarities and comparisons with regards to the mid-cycle peak in 2019. So I believe it is sort of a mixture of both, because yes, we have hit all-time highs, so it is a bull market, but at the same time we are going through a phase of quantitative tightening. And you can say by definition that crypto feeds off of quantitative easing when there's a loose monetary policy, because that's all cryptocurrency has known for the last 15 years. There's only been one time where it's faced a series of high interest rates, which was 2019, and then that came with the pandemic black swan. So I do believe it is a mixture of both. Who knows where the price will go in the near short term? We just have to wait and see. But the question, the $1,000,000 question is, once Bitcoin comes to meet its bull market support band, will the band continue to play its tunes, or will the party end early? So that's it from me today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and as always, it's been your boy J1 General. Thank you and goodbye.